Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Dinah Lee. This is Starlight Tarot Coaching and Guidance. I am your no BS mystic and oracle. And today we're going to do a reading on, it's a follow-up reading to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And we're going to ask, what is the likelihood that Johnny Depp's team and Amber Heard's team may strike a deal and let's see, how can we say this? Will they strike a deal? And of course, Buttercup, my Frenchie, is going to start snoring exactly when I start talking. This always happens. Strike a deal where, let's say, if she does not try to appeal the verdict from the jury trial, that he will just dismiss all monies owed to him from her, right? So she owes him a little over $8 million. I think it's $8,350,000, something like that. And so let's see if there's something like that in the cards. And maybe this whole thing will be over and he will not have to deal with her anymore. Wouldn't that be fabulous? I'm pretty sure that's probably what he wants. So let's see. Angels, teachers, guides, angels, teachers, guides, angels, teachers, guides. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, follow up. Will they strike a deal? Tell us about the energy around this situation. I'm going to pull the anchor card for the reading now. Thank you. And let's just see what we get. We've got, fire. Fire. This is the, these are my shaman cards, and they're usually have pretty deep meanings in here. So let's see what this is all about. Doesn't sound too great right off the bat. This is like Mars energy to me. Fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire is to be utterly transformed like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. So this to me is like the essence of their relationship based on the little bit that I know. I don't know much about her at all, just from watching the trial on YouTube. And I've already done some videos on that. You can go back in the list of videos on this channel and watch some of those. But I feel like this is like the essence of the relationship, where it was just constantly like up in flames, a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, a lot of just a lot of this fire in that relationship. But I also believe that in this reading, it's symbolizing Johnny's desire to just do the right thing, which is, that's, an opinion, what is the right thing. But where I don't believe he actually wants to hold her feet to the fire, he just wants to forgive and move on. But if there's an appeal, it's just going to keep dragging on and on. Now, there are a lot of steps that she would have to go through to file for an appeal in the first place. And then the likelihood of her getting an appeal and redoing the whole trial, from different things I've seen, is probably unlikely. Okay. So let's just go on. Let's pull some oracle cards and see what else we can find. But it's talking about opening your heart and burning away the resentment and things like that. And I do believe, based on my other readings about him, that he would like to just move on and let it go. But, you know, there's givers and there's takers in this world. And the takers will stop at nothing. And so there would have to be I believe, a very detailed contract drawn up in order to forgive that amount of money and just like let it go, right? To say never at any time in the future are you allowed to speak about this to news. You know, you can't bring the ghost out of the closet 10 years from now and start this all over again, just to protect him. We've got the Imagine card number 20, which is the Divine Feminine. We've got the Happy card number 26, which is an 8. And we have this Yang. There's the fire again. We've got fire here and we have fire here with this Yang card. Yang is the action, Mars, the divine masculine. So we've got fire on both sides here. And it's interesting, actually. One of the horoscope readings I did, which are not posted yet at the time of this reading, but I am working on them, so they may be posted by the time you watch this. One of the signs, I don't know if it was, I believe it was one of the water signs, had the exact same type scenarios, like the wheel and the wheel, and just these mirror reflections of each other. So let's see. It looks to me like some kind of a release here, where there's turmoil, and then this, you know, imagining this very happy lifestyle where you're free, and then the action, the one, like the restart to it all. Adam, you know, in the Bible, it's like it all started with, you know, God created man, and then, you know, as they say. Was it Genesis? I don't remember. I should know this. It's just been too long. I know in the beginning was in Genesis. All right. We got the 7 of Cups. We've got the Queen of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. 7 of Cups, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups. So this is someone who is just wanting to have this one thing, okay? With the 7 of Cups card in this deck, this person is pointing at one thing, okay? They want one thing, this thing that they're imagining in their mind, okay? Whether it's peace, a accomplishment, a goal. There's one goal in mind here. The Queen of Swords is someone who is looking towards the future, who's imagining this happiness or this freedom, this joy into the future. And it's a lot of mental energy. It's a lot of air energy. So we've got Cups here. We've got, you know, Cancer, Scorpio. We've got Pisces. And then with the swords, we have air. So we've got Gemini. We have Libra and Aquarius. Sorry guys, I'm tired. I did my workout, did my walk, did my swim this morning, and I got back, ate lunch, and now I'm like, I think I'm tired, but I'm okay. But my words are, I can tell I'm a little bit tired. So, and then we have another Cups card, more water here, and she is imagining, she's looking at this fish in the cup, and she is imagining this dream, okay, of this, actually, just thought of this Yang energy. I'm wondering if she's dreaming that someday they will get back together. I'm not saying this is something she would say out loud, okay, but dreaming of either them getting back together, which I don't believe is ever going to happen. The trust, I believe, is broken, or for someone to rescue her, okay? This masculine energy to come and rescue. But either way, this person, there's no action here. It's more like an idea and a dream, okay? There also may be a plan here in this row to use masculine energy. And guys, I'm not talking about a masculine person, or when I say feminine, a female person, we all have masculine and feminine traits in each one of us, okay? Everybody does. We don't always use both sides, but, you know, we can lean more towards one way than the other. There are certainly more passive males, less action out there, and there are masculine women who are all about action and doing and going and blah, blah, blah. But we have both so that we can be both things, do both things. We need both things, right? We need to dream and do. Let's keep going here. We'll clarify these cards so to get a better idea of what's happening. This one and this one. We've got the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. We've got the Magician, and we have the Three of Cups. Okie doke. So here we are, we've got these friends showing up in this row. And I have seen things, I have not read any articles, but apparently there is it seems like what's going on, and you guys tell me or correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, that there's a group of friends that are coming to the forefront in support, this unwavering support for Amber Heard. So we have the Eight of Swords. This is feeling, going within, feeling very introverted, very quiet, keeping to themselves. Sometimes it can be a card of feeling trapped and there's no way out, okay? But then we have the Magician that comes along and says, you have everything you need to be whatever you want, to be free, to be happy, to create whatever you want. All the elements are here. Okay, you have everything you need. There is nothing that you do not have in order to accomplish your goals, and that goes for every single person on the planet. You know, if you have a sound mind and you are of sound body and you live in a free country or whatever, there's nothing that you're not capable of doing. It's just there's a lot of people who don't do it because they don't believe that it can be done or that they can do it. But it is possible. And here come the friends. For some reason, I'm getting the word revenge that's just going in my mind. Revenge, revenge, revenge. Maybe it's because we've got, again, I read intuitively. If you've never seen me before, I read energetically and intuitively, okay? Sometimes messages will come through from my guides, or I'll get a word, or I'll get this whole interpretation of something that maybe isn't necessarily based on specifics of the cards. It's an overall energy that I feel or sense. We've got this fire sort of bookending the top of the reading here. We've got the Magician and we've got the Three of Cups. We've got this dream looking at the future, and I am wondering if they are never going to give up on this. Have you ever heard the term a scorned woman is, you know, so blah, blah. Let's just keep going. And again, I'll clarify, but I'm getting the word revenge. scorned woman has no fury. That's what it is. Thank you, guys. And I do feel that she's capable of that. I mean, my feeling on this, I don't believe she should have ever done this. And the people out there that watch this trial that truly have been in a DA situation, okay? I've been in that. I was in that for 7 years, okay? And when you truly experience something that horrifying, I was very young, okay? So it was a long time ago. Seems like a different lifetime, actually. But women or men who have truly been through something like that speak a certain way. Their body language is a certain way. It's not done, stories aren't told with overacting, and the whole thing, the things that she was saying seemed very off. If you listen to the recordings of them together in the home, very disturbing recordings, okay? And anyone who's been in a situation like that, who has any life experience or any awareness at all, knows who was actually the abusive person, okay? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Lover, C, and the Five of Swords. Oh, gosh. Exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly why I was getting that word revenge. This is someone who will win at all costs, who wants to win at all costs. They don't care who they tear up. They don't care who they tear down, who they have to go through, who they have to run over, how dirty they need to play. That's how they're going to play, okay? We've got the Friends. We've got this dream of Mars, okay? This is the dream. It's the revenge, okay? Page of Cups, Three of Cups, Five of Swords. You know, Johnny Depp, I believe, just wants to do the right thing and make the right decision here and let this all go. But this is, I don't believe she's going to let this go. Even if she doesn't get the appeal, something, I feel like she's going to keep doing something else, keep doing something else, keep doing something else. I don't know what those things are, but this is what I am seeing right here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. So this is karma coming in here, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get some clarity, because I feel, I mean, now these friends, if they are angry enough, or if the AH team and Friends, you know, at all of them, maybe get dirty enough here or loud enough, this could actually be where Johnny Depp says, I'm not going to be, you know, I'm going to withdraw my offer to let this obligation go, this financial obligation to me go, and we're just going to do it your way. We're just gonna play hardball, basically, okay? So this could go either way. Let's see what we don't see coming. The King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. He may insist on that money, and I watched an attorney this morning talking about the case, and one of the possibilities is, if he really wanted to get his money, he could legally have her wages garnished. So any amount of money that she would be paid he would get a percentage of that until it was paid off. So I don't know that it's gonna go all nicey nice, okay? I don't believe she's going to want to let this go. And this is a real-time reading. This is how it is today. Next week could be a whole different thing. This is just a tarot reading, and it is for entertainment purposes only. So let's see. Seven of Cups. Please clarify the 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 Seven of Cups. Thank you. The Ten of Cups. So all he wanted was a happy family. This one thing. All he wanted was one thing. A happy, happy family. Seven of Cups, pointing to this one thing. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. The Five of Wands. Strategy for the future. Now, this could also be her. Still wanting, after all of this, to be together with Johnny. And there's a lot of strategy for the future. So this is someone who sit around thinking how to get what they want, okay? Now the strategy in negotiations with her, if there are any, may be like, look, you know, I want you to have a good future. I want you to be happy. So let's just let this all go. But by the way, you're going to have to sign this 20 gazillion page contract, leaving me alone for the rest of my life. You know, who knows? But there's some kind of strategy involved, possibly in letting her know that he wants her to be happy and they can make a deal. Because supposedly she's broke, right? We got the Two of Swords. We've got needing to make a decision, feeling very stuck, very confused, very tied. It's like your hands are tied, but they're not really. It's like there's a feeling like you have this dream and you want this dream, but you don't know how to get this dream, or you feel, again, stuck, right? Like you have no freedom. You are a victim, basically, of these birds that are tying you up with these teeny tiny little strings. But I mean, this is basically what the public got out of this whole trial, is that this was pretty much a fantasy, like a made-up dream that she was a victim. That's what the public, most of the public, probably over 90% of the public, believes, okay? Not Hollywood, you know, that they kind of don't count. But the public, the people who are actually watching this thing and watching the body language, right? That's kind of what the whole sham of it was this is the dream. It's almost like I'm reading about what's going through her head, or what has gone through her head. In fact, I feel like I'm looking at their entire marriage, which was only about 15 months long. I feel like this is insight into her head right now. Anyway, my previous two readings I've done on this, I've not gotten a lot from her, okay, at all. It was mostly JD's energy coming through. But I feel like this row, at least, is showing me who she is. This is what she wanted. This Ten of Cups, you know, she wanted him. She wanted them to be happy. And there's even a picture, even in the picture, it's really funny. Blonde-haired woman and a dark-haired man in this photo. And that's what she wanted. And there was happiness, But of course, it all fell apart down here with the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Swords. And then over here, like, how am I going to plan to get this person back? I mean, they were talking just a week or so before this even happened. And when she filed the, what was it, the order of protection or some kind of, you know what I'm talking about, when she showed up at the courthouse, called everybody, all the reporters, so they could all be there to see her, you know, face. This was all planned, but it was also done like a couple of days after JD's mom passed away and on his daughter's birthday. And I know from experience, when you're dealing with a narcissistic personality type, they will do things on special days to distract you from whatever you were celebrating or whatever you were going through, okay? I'll tell you a funny example. My mother was, she passed in 2003, but she was, I believe, well, I know she was diagnosed as bipolar. She could have also been borderline, though, honestly. And I believe she also had a lot of narcissistic traits in her. And every holiday, almost every single holiday, this woman would ruin it somehow, okay? And make it all about her. And it was terrible. We don't have, my brother and sister and I don't have a lot of happy memories around holidays, because Mom would always just get absolutely furious about something and distract the whole day, just mess the whole day up. Well, when she passed away, this is Buttercup snoring over here. When she passed away, it was on Father's Day. Father's Day 2003. And I was like, that is exactly like Mom. That is exactly what she would do. We're not supposed to spend time with Dad. We're supposed to focus on her. It's kind of hilarious in a sick way. But I believe this is what she was doing, right? Distracting, whether it's consciously done or unconsciously done. And I have a whole bunch more examples of that, but those are just a couple. And so it was really bad timing, okay, on her part. Of course, narcissists don't really care about what you're going through. It's nothing to them, because it's all about the narcissist, not about you. We've got the Emperor. Okay, so I feel like this is him showing up here, okay? And I'm wondering if he was feeling obviously trapped in the relationship somehow, or but now, that doesn't make a lot of sense based on what I've heard him say, because the things I've heard him say was that he was deeply in love with her. He couldn't even believe that she went to go get a protective order or whatever it was she filed, restraining order, I believe, because he, from where he was standing, from his experience, nothing had happened, right? So let's just keep going. Clarity on the Magician, please. Clarity on the Magician. This could also represent someone being very controlling in the relationship. We've got the Four of Wands, and we have the Marriage here. Celebration with that Magician. Isolation, control, manipulation, possibly here. 10 of Cups. This would be the flip of personalities here, where we go from, you know, the feminine, you know, this is the woman of my dreams, to now this person is sort of controlling me. I know that from watching the trial, his sister was his assistant for some time, and then she and Amber got into it over something, and the sister insisted that Johnny terminate her. So, I mean, that's pretty common too. I've seen that in narcissistic personalities. I don't know that she is. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I am not anyone that can diagnose anything. Again, let me remind you, it's tarot reading. It's for entertainment purposes only. But the Emperor sometimes shows up for me in my readings as a control freak, narcissistic type personality. And it is here with the Seven of Swords. Let me show this to you real quick. So the Emperor with this card together could be someone who's trying to isolate another person for control, okay? What kind of people do this? Narcissistic personalities, okay? Which doesn't necessarily mean they are diagnosed with a personality disorder. It may just be narcissistic traits, but this is who they are, okay? Very controlling, want you all to themselves, can be very jealous type person, even if it's your sister, okay, or your brother, whatever, right? We've got the Magician and the Celebration. This could be celebrating the victory and the trial, right? And this freedom, this happiness. It can also be the celebration of their marriage. But I believe this is like, this is her mentality. Then we go to the reality, okay? Breaking free from this control, okay? This manipulation, this person who's out for power, money, you know, whatever that is. And then please clarify the Three of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Uh-huh. They're trying to help change this or turn this around. These friends that are coming forward for AH, they're hoping for a new day, okay? A new day in court where Team AH can turn this decision around somehow and reverse that he owes her, or reverse that she owes him and he will owe her. I mean, guys, I think that they are absolutely delusional at this point, okay? But they haven't given up. They just keep going on and on and on and on. And I do believe that the revenge is here. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Please clarify. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles. By the way, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to defame you. And I want compensation for it. Please clarify the Lovers. Another Page of Cups. Didn't we have the Page of Cups, or did we just have that? Yep, we did right there. Here's the dream that we're gonna get back together. This is insane, you guys. I mean, I'm wondering if these really are her thoughts. If she thinks that if she keeps going on and on and on and doesn't let him go, whether through prosecuting him, you know, trials, more stories, more the movie, that she will always, because I'm sure someone's going to write a screenplay, a novel, you know, a book, a screenplay, there'll be a movie about it, you know, it's never going to end. It's just going to go on and on and on and on. But it's just, this is the dream. I'm almost wondering if she's going to try to talk him back into getting back together in exchange for not pursuing the appeal, the retrial. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely insane. I think she might think he's going to forgive her. Please clarify the Five of Swords. The Hierophant. This is tradition. This is the High Priest. This is the all, you know, thing, sacraments, you know, in the church. Or I guess that's Catholic thing, maybe the sacraments. But marriage. Buttercup. She's worn out. These are religious traditions. This is following the rules of mankind. This is, I mean, I'm sitting here going, is she deluded enough? I hate to even say this. Deluded enough to think that she's almost going to bully him into getting back together with her, or possibly remarrying her. I mean, or is this him remarrying? I mean, maybe he gets remarried and then she's, you know, going to try to continue her revenge on him. This is just weird. This is just weird. Okay? Like, really? Wow, guys, I don't know what to say. This is he thinking of forgiving her and accepting her back? I think everyone would lose an enormous amount of respect. I'm not saying that's what's going on. That's just one interpretation of what she could be thinking. Okay, I'm not saying he's thinking about this at all. But if she's thinking this, I think that she's very delusional. I'm going to pull a... What is this? Spirit Animal Oracle. See if we can get anything from here on this. Spirit Animal Oracle. This is the weirdest thing. I have never in a million years expected this. I wonder if they're talking. What do you think the odds are that she's trying to reach out to him? Card for... Okay. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So I'm wondering if that she's just never going to give up. She's going to keep going and keep going and keep on and keep on and keep on and just never leave him alone. Sacred Destiny card for this reading, please. Sacred Destiny card for this reading. This will wrap it up. Sacred Destiny card for this reading. Thank you. Embracing. Embracing. Guess I can't spell today. There we go. Floodplains. So this looks like a heron is in the floodplains. A floodplain is a naturally occurring phenomenon in which the land adjacent to a river floods out to far banks of the surrounding land during times of high water. Land that is normally dry may be underwater for a period of time. When this occurs, silt, sand, and nutrients are deposited. For this reason, floodplains are often areas of great fertility as well as rich ecosystems. They are excellent areas for lush, abundant crops. It is a natural occurrence that allows life in all areas to thrive. Sometimes life overflows with emotions which can feel uncomfortable. However, the ensuing result of this discomfort can be of great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. Yet, you get this card when emotions are seemingly overflowing or not flowing at all. Cherish the overflow of emotions. Sorry guys, there's a helicopter overhead. Cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky, for your inner floodplains are being replenished, and as a result, there will be great spiritual and physical expansion. Embrace all your emotions. When you do so, greater prosperity and fertility will flow into your life. Alternatively, if your emotions have been blocked, this is the time to explore and experience them. So, there's just a lot going on in this reading. There's this overflow of emotions. It almost feels this like up-down energy throughout this reading. But this over here is just insane to me, like blowing my mind. You know how some people think, I'm just going to wrap it up with this final thought. You know how some people feel like if they're mean or cruel to someone or poke the bear long enough that they'll finally turn around and see the light? That's what I kind of feel this is right now. Like if she just won't leave him alone, keeps poking him, maybe he'll realize that, you know, he really wants to be with her and marry her or whatever. You know what? If that's what they both want, then I think the public will officially be done with them at that point. But I mean, that's what victims of childhood abuse especially will repeat or go through these cycles over and over and over of falling in love with their abuser, right? That's the Stockholm syndrome, where, and because you had no choice, if you're a child of some type of, you know, abusive situation, you have to love your parents because you're completely 100% dependent on them. So you learn to love those who are mean to you, who do not treat you well. You learn to manage that. Your brain wires a different way than someone who never experienced anything like that in their childhood. So people that have had difficult childhoods, who've been victims as children, will tolerate much, much, much more than person who has not experienced that childhood trauma, okay? That's normal to them, okay? And you know, you've heard stories like this before where you marry someone that's often like the parent that you never felt loved by, right? You'll marry someone who's like that parent because you're trying to, not consciously but unconsciously or subconsciously, finally receive that love that you never had but through another person. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and let me know what you want a reading on in the comments below. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.